In 2016, in January, in his State of the Union address, President Obama announced the cancer moonshot and basically put his vice president in charge to cure cancer. They want to compress 10 years worth of research into 5 years. And they called it the moonshot because they thought if they put a lot of resources into this task, just like they did with the moon, that then can basically cure cancer. But it's different from the moonshot because there is not one cancer, there's many different types of cancer. And each patient actually has his own cancer and with his own set of genes. That the cancer is actually more than a genetic disease. It's a disease of your own body cells replicating uncontrolled. And this behavior of your cells and your cancer cells is controlled by protein networks. So from these genes, proteins are made and they are organized in protein networks that process information, not only from your genes, but also from the environment. Is the immune system active? Are there any drugs present? Do I have enough oxygen? In my own research, we're looking at new ways of predicting how cancer patients and cancer cells of cancer patients respond to treatment. And what we did was we looked at one of these networks that get activated in response to chemotherapy in neuroblastoma, which is a common childhood cancer. And through our research in the lab, we figured out how this network looks like and how it responds to different drug treatments. We then built a mathematical model that could predict how this network behaves in different types of neuroblastoma cells. We could also apply this model to patient data, where we could simulate individual patients and how their cancer cells responded to treatment. And what that allowed us to do is to identify patients that were at high risk or low risk, that responded well to treatment or not. In contrast to classical biomarkers, which rely on a snapshot measurement of the state of the tumor, our approach actually allows us to simulate how this tumor or the tumor cells would respond to treatment. And therefore, it can potentially be used to identify the best possible treatment option for each individual patient and give that patient the best survival chances. And because of these advances in precision medicine and the technology, amount of data we can collect from individual patients and in the biology lab, and what we can do with it, like simulating the behavior of cancer cells of individual patients, I think this is really exciting times to work in cancer research. And the announcement of Barack Obama and the resources he will put in will help to really tackle this problem. But whether we can really cure the solar system of all cancers in the time frame of 5 years remains to be seen.